Recent storms have ravaged the region, claiming thousands of lives and leaving communities in shock. Amid the destruction, an unexpected discovery has captured attention far beyond the immediate disaster zone. Eustace Conway, long celebrated for his life of self-reliance and mastery of the wilderness, has once again become the focus of public curiosity. This time, however, it's not for his survival skills or knowledge of nature. Instead, authorities investigating damage on his Turtle Island preserve uncovered something buried within his old barn, a discovery so strange that it has left investigators and locals alike questioning everything they thought they knew about the legendary mountain man. The barn that guarded a life. For decades, Eustace Conway's barn stood quietly at the edge of Turtle Island Preserve, seemingly just another log structure built by hand. To outsiders, it appeared unremarkable, a simple storage space for tools, grains, and memories of a life lived off the grid. Yet those familiar with Conway understood the barn was more than it seemed. He treated it with reverence, warning visitors never to enter without his permission. Locals joked it was more museum than workshop, and insiders always sensed a deeper purpose behind its walls. The barn was a sanctuary, a place where Conway kept secrets beyond ordinary comprehension. Officials arrive for inspection. The revelation began with a routine safety inspection. After storms damaged parts of Turtle Island, county officials were sent to examine the structural integrity of Conway's buildings. When they reached the barn, heavy iron latches blocked the doors, more robust than necessary for ordinary storage. Repeated attempts to reach Conway failed, so officials, under supervision, gained entry. The moment they stepped inside, the atmosphere shifted. Mixed with the familiar scent of aged pine was a metallic chemical odor, faint yet unnerving. Dusty, sealed crates lined the walls, each carefully labeled, hinting at decades of meticulous storage far beyond simple farming supplies. The hidden hatch. As investigators examined the barn, one inspector accidentally dislodged a loose floorboard, revealing a narrow wooden hatch beneath. When opened, it led to a staircase descending into darkness. Flashlights revealed rows of shelves, glass jars, rusted instruments, and hand-bound books wrapped in animal hide. This subterranean chamber was not storage. It was a secret archive, a space where someone had labored for years documenting things meant to remain hidden. The eerie order and preserved items prompted immediate law enforcement involvement. Witnesses later described the experience as surreal, stepping from a rustic barn into a world that felt more like a secret laboratory than a simple storage room. Eustace Conway's arrival. When Conway arrived on site, witnesses reported a calm but disappointed demeanor. He seemed neither shocked nor frightened, muttering that the authorities weren't supposed to find this yet. While officials maintained silence on the chamber's contents, those with insider knowledge hinted it was unprecedented, even for Conway. A man who embraced simplicity and isolation had created something far more intricate and potentially disturbing. This discovery challenged the public's understanding of Conway, revealing a hidden depth of curiosity, ambition, and secrecy behind the man who had long been celebrated for living in harmony with nature. The secret vault inside the hidden chamber, rows of shelves contained dozens of glass jars, each holding preserved specimens, animal organs, feathers, bones, and strange botanical items that glowed faintly under flashlight beams. Hand-bound journals wrapped in wax carried cryptic titles, Cycle Study, Reversion Data, and Project Living Legacy. On a central table lay scalpels, syringes, magnifying glasses, and handmade microscopes. Some instruments were decades old, others freshly forged. Whoever had worked here was thorough, blending artistry, science, and obsession. The chamber resembled a private laboratory more than a barn cellar, hinting at projects that were deeply personal, carefully planned, and meticulously hidden from the outside world. Mysterious crates and government links. Against the back wall, crates bore faded U.S. Forestry Service markings and serial numbers beginning with FED and BIO, suggesting prior use in government projects. One crate contained reels of film, each labeled with Conway's handwriting. Titles like Cycle 19, Observations of Conscious Adaptation, hinted at experiments or studies not publicly known. Authorities have refused to disclose the tape's contents, but insiders claim they showed phenomena that defied explanation. This connection to official projects raised questions about Conway's reach and ambitions. He was no longer simply a mountain man living in isolation. He might have been engaged in a form of research blending naturalism, science, and experimentation. Journals of obsession. Hand-bound journals filled the chamber detailing sketches of human anatomy alongside diagrams of animal nervous systems. Pages described endurance tests, adaptations to starvation, isolation, and extreme cold, suggesting Conway, or someone working with him, was documenting parallels between human and animal biology. Some entries were signed EC and dated as recently as 2019. Others remained unsigned, hinting at additional contributors. These journals hinted at a fascination with the limits of the body and mind, exploring the ways in which humans might mimic or understand the natural world in extreme detail. Conway's reputation for self-reliance now carried a more complex, almost experimental connotation. The human bones. Perhaps the most unsettling discovery was a chest containing bones. Most were clearly animal remains, but a few appeared unmistakably human. Speculation swirled. Were these ceremonial remnants of research or totems tied to Conway's philosophies? Authorities have not commented publicly, leaving locals and family members grappling with fear and fascination. This macabre detail transformed the narrative of Conway from eccentric woodsman to enigmatic figure with hidden depths, capable of harboring secrets few could have imagined. The discovery challenged every prior assumption about his character, blending reverence, dread, and intrigue in equal measure. A life of secrecy. For years, Conway's life seemed defined by simplicity, teaching, survival, and deep connection with nature. Yet the barn and its hidden chamber reveal a more complex narrative, a life devoted to observation, experimentation, and secrecy. Locals who once viewed him as a quiet mentor now see someone capable of remarkable and unsettling dedication to a private vision. The combination of meticulous scientific study, unusual specimens, and cryptic documentation hints at ambitions that transcended the ordinary boundaries of a self-reliant life, suggesting a man deeply invested in understanding life itself on a level few could imagine. Questions that remain. Authorities continue to investigate the barn and its contents, withholding specifics from the public. While speculation runs rampant, from scientific study to obscure rituals, facts remain sparse. Conway's presence, calm and measured, suggests that he anticipated such discovery, perhaps even expected it. The intersection of wilderness knowledge, scientific curiosity, and secrecy challenges conventional narratives. For the community and the world observing from afar, the barn now symbolizes more than isolation or survival. It is a reminder that even the quietest lives can conceal extraordinary secrets, and the line between genius and obsession can be thinner than anyone realizes. Conclusion: the mountain man's enigma. The hidden chamber beneath Eustace Conway's barn has rewritten the story of the legendary mountain man. What began as a simple inspection in the aftermath of devastating storms has revealed decades of careful observation, strange specimens, and mysterious documentation. Conway's life, once understood as a pursuit of simplicity and self-sufficiency, now hints at a far deeper engagement with the natural world and the human body. Whether these discoveries are seen as brilliance, obsession, or something darker, one thing is certain: the man who lived quietly at Turtle Island has left behind a secret world that will challenge perceptions and spark questions for years to come.